How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it feel to be the boss.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike, wait, set, 180. Check, 55, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Tighten up. Ozzy. Ozzy. Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Echo. Ball 50.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, Alabama. Watch the ship. Hey, Haywood. 72.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80. 55.
Crunch time, defense.
72.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's get off the field, team.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Wait, 20. Check, 59. You better bring it. You better. Regular.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Watch tight end. Key the tight end. Hey, Alabama. Go.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Love. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker with the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
All right, now, 230, Jack 16. Right. He's tight right.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He's crossing. Check 13. Check 13.
Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Mostert. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Here's Mostert. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Dolphins.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Like 5. 52. 52's the Snickers.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. Going up top for Cup. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Love. Take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Bryce Love, 99 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. This is Mostert. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Wait, set. Green 80. Mike 59. Gold 50. Here we go. Here we go. Ozzie.
On 2nd and 9. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
To throw, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
Here's Roethlisberger, and the catch made by Johnson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
White 80. 56. Alert, alert. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
180. 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dumping it off for Johnson. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
22, 44. Mike 4. Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Middle. Mike 4. So don't say nothing. No foul.
Ben to throw again. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. There, that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. George Kittle, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
All right now, 180. 52. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Block 80! 52! 50! Come to my work! We want it! Come to my quarter! 52! Block 52! Block!
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. 3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
52! Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check 99. Check 99. Rip.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Check 59. You don't want this.
On first down, here's Love. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9, Brady, he's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Undercut. Check Nickers, 66.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11. 46-yard line.
Easy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, you got three, three down.
Fourth down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Zadarius Smith. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I got you, son. Check it out.
They'll run on first down. Love. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, exit. Hey, check it.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Alabama, 380. Chance. Hatchet. Recon, 132 fighter. Chugger. Hey, Delta. Let's go out.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Brady. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Yeah, we'll see what his offense. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Love again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Go Bandit! Hey, Foxtrot!
On first down, Brady. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Go, go.
Here's Brady to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Edward, you got 4. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Tried to go back again to Adam Thielen, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger looking deep for Demarius. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Wait, that round 80. Round 80! I'm coming after you! I'm coming after you! Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog! Alert! 61, matchbox, left hand!
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
230. What's up? 59, what's up? 59.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th.
77.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England.